Attention, all the news in this video are all from around the internet and from our sources. We deliver to you the most realistic news. Make sure to listen well and you can turn on the caption.
Manchester United will prioritise new contract for Marcus Rashford despite worrying run of form. Rashford's current deal at Old Trafford expires in the summer of 2023, but United have the option to extend that by a further 12 months. While the club intend to take that option, they are eager to secure his future beyond that by tying him down to a new long-term deal, according to ESPN. United risk losing Paul Pogba and Jesse Lingard for free this summer, with both players in the final 6 months of their respective contracts at the club. The hierarchy at Old Trafford are determined to avoid a similar situation unfolding with Rashford. Rashford began the season on the sidelines after undergoing shoulder surgery following England's Euro 2020 campaign, where he missed a penalty in the final defeat to Italy. While he scored against Leicester City and Tottenham after returning in October, the 24-year-old has endured a troubled campaign where he has failed to score in his last 11 games. Rashford was heavily criticised for his performance against Aston Villa in the FA Cup and was eventually replaced in the 86th minute. Asked about his struggles after the match, United boss Ralf Rangnick admitting he didn't know why Rashford was not playing anywhere near his highest level. Paul Scholes believes, brilliant, Mason Greenwood should start ahead of Manchester United hero Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo, widely regarded as one of the best players of all time, has scored 14 goals in 21 appearances since returning to Old Trafford last summer. The Portuguese's arrival has seen the likes of Greenwood slip down the pecking order, but Scholes says the England international should still be starting as he is the future of the club. Few young players across Europe are as highly rated as Greenwood, but the 20-year-old has only started 13 league games this season and has often been used in a wide role. Speaking on the Webby and O'Neill YouTube channel, Scholes said, "Mason Greenwood is a brilliant player, great potential. The manager keeps taking him off, he's almost become a little bit of a scapegoat, a little bit of an easy target because he's a young player. He should be playing up front for this team. As good as Cristiano Ronaldo and Edinson Cavani are, and have been throughout their careers, for Manchester United's centre-forwards to be 37 and 34 just tells us where the club is at. Greenwood has to be playing now, and in the future. He is a highly talented lad and I'm frustrated when I watch him because you know he's going to be the first man off every single time. He's been shoved out in those wide areas, the lad is an out-and-out centre-forward. He will score goals in this team, no doubt about that." Manchester United fans booed manager Ralf Rangnick's decision to sub off Greenwood during their 1-0 defeat to Wolves last week. Juventus are hoping the lure of returning to his old club will be enough to land Paul Pogba this summer. The Serie A giants are strapped for cash and unlikely to offer the sort of money the Manchester United star could command elsewhere. The midfielder is out of contract at Old Trafford this summer and the likes of mega-rich Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid are circling for his signature. But Juve are praying the 28-year-old will forget about money and come back to Turin, where he played between 2012 and 2016. Transfer insider Gianluca Di Marzio told Wetfreund, "If Paul Pogba wants to cut his contract, Juventus loves him and waits for him. I know he likes Turin and Juventus, but seeing as how they have started their year off with contracts and not spending millions of euros for some players like they did before, I think it will be very difficult to sign Pogba unless Paul says that coming back to Juventus is more important than the money. When you have Mino Raiola as agent, that does not seem likely. Real have been long-term suitors to the World Cup winner, who is yet to commit to a new Red Devils deal. And while PSG might be able to offer an eye-watering contract, Di Marzio reckons the prospect of playing under Carlo Ancelotti in Spain could prove decisive. He added, "I think he should stay at Manchester United, but if Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti want you, what can you do? I think Manchester United needs him and should renew his contract, because he is different from the other players they have or are being linked to." Eric Bailly has been heavily linked with a move away from Manchester United, with AC Milan working on bringing him to Italy. Bailly is currently away at Africa Cup of Nations with the Ivory Coast, but Milan are reportedly eager to get the deal done in January, so that they have the defender for the rest of the season. Milan are currently in second place in Serie A, and find themselves 1 point off the top spot. Bringing in Bailly could be the bit of defensive reinforcement they need to catch Inter, their fierce rivals. It is believed Bailly is unhappy with his current situation at United, as he has only started in 4 Premier League games so far this season. Back in November, Bailly played incredibly for United in a Champions League game against Atalanta. He was rewarded for his efforts and given a start against Manchester City days later, where he scored an own goal. The Ivorian defender's injury record also goes against him, as it is very rare to see him play a number of games in a row. While this transfer would leave United with one less central defender, Phil Jones' recent performance against Wolves could make United more likely to sell Bailly if they can get a decent fee for him. Rangnick's connection could give United inside track on Zakaria. The Red Devils are reportedly weighing up a bid for the holding midfielder this month as interim boss Ralf Rangnick eyes reinforcements in the middle of the park. One player linked by the Mirror is Swiss ace Denis Zakaria, who is the Bundesliga's fastest midfielder this season. While United are yet to make an offer, there are still 3 weeks remaining of the transfer window, and then in summer he will become a free agent. Fabrizio Romano reports there is an open race to sign Zakaria, adding that the option has been discussed, as interim boss Ralf Rangnick likes him. Rangnick knows him well from his time managing and overseeing RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga, but his connection to the midfielder goes back a lot further. Zakaria's current manager at Borussia Mönchengladbach is Adi Hütter, a coach who was brought through and given a chance by Ralf Rangnick. Hütter began his coaching career with Red Bull Salzburg's academy, before being appointed as permanent head coach in 2014. Hütter went on to coach young boys and Eintracht Frankfurt, before taking over at Borussia Mönchengladbach last summer as Marco Rose's replacement.